fucking driver thing again. Are we surprised in the slightest? Because I'm not.
Close enough to a confession for me.
If that happens again, just know it's the fucking game crashing the fucking graphics card, whatever, and I need to go and restart
Docket number
OBS.
4258677. People versus Franklin Bedford. Felony murder in the first degree.
How does your client plead, Mr. Vance?
Innocent, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the people request bail in the amount of $500,000.
That's excessive. My client is a juvenile.
So
That
was the
kid
victim.
looks so fucking
Franklin Bedford
depressed.
shot him in cold blood and then returned to desecrate the body. Under the circumstances, $500,000 is warranted.
Last year, I had a young man disappear to Europe after making bail on a drunk driving charge. I'd like to see Franklin stick around. $500,000.
Fine. I'll cut you a check. You bastards aren't gonna take him from me.
Mr. Bedford.
Ha! This is... You can't find Harrison's killer, and now you want to haul Franklin off on trumped-up charges. Well, we're gonna beat you. Don't you worry, son. We're gonna win this thing.
Mr. Bedford,
It's in the
you are
bag.
out of order.
This
The
man.
gun must be ruled inadmissible.
The gun is the critical piece of evidence in the case, Your Honor.
Illegal search and seizure. It was obtained without a warrant.
The police were within their rights.
Yeah, we were within our rights to fucking go and find that gun. It's fine. Everything's fine.
New Jersey versus TLO established that school administrators can search students' lockers given reasonable cause for suspicion. The circumstances of the crime naturally threw suspicion on the accused.
And the locker was in fact opened by an administrator.
By the headmistress, yes.
Then I'm dismissing the motion to suppress.
Perfect. It's okay,
Mr.
like,
Bedford,
you
is your
didn't
son
miss much.
capable of murder?
We made
Of
a little
course
boy
not.
cry.
Franklin helped to organize the Youth Anti-Violence March in the park last fall.
Objection.
Objection.
I don't even know what I'm objecting to.
Irrelevant. The defendant's opposition to violence in the abstract can't be taken as evidence against his propensity for actual violence.
Sustained. Please strike that from the record.
Tag Vanderhook was shot at 6 a.m. May 6.
At which time Franklin was home.
You can swear to this?
With pleasure. Now, let's be honest. This
Wait,
trial's
Jeopardy
a
James
farce.
lost?
My son has
Wow.
been targeted because he's a Bedford. Certain factions in this city want to see us
Damn.
cut down to size.
Objection.
Objection.
I missed that entire thing. Jeopardy James, the guy who's like been going on Jeopardy for like a month now, making over like $2 million, he fucking lost finally. Speculation? I'm glad somebody was listening to the
The
conversation.
defendant is speculating about
There's been
the
a guy
people's
who's had like a
motives. We intend
27
to prove this
win
case on the
streak, day
evidence.
win streak
Objection sustained.
on
You're
fucking
not doing
Jeopardy.
yourself
It
any
made over
favors,
$2
Mr.
million
Bedford.
when he
Tell
finally
us about your
lost.
interactions with your son on the morning of the 6th.
I woke up about a quarter after 5 to the sound of his golf swing. And that happens every morning in season. He likes to practice in the yard at sunrise. We had breakfast together half an hour later, as usual, and after that, I dropped him off at school.
You drove him personally.
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I liked
Usually
watching
he
James
rides
too.
with
He
Allison,
was very
but
good.
she took the bus that day.
Your witness, Mr. McCoy.
It is a shame, but I mean, he couldn't go forever. I think he lost because
Mr.
he didn't
Bedford,
bet his
Are you
entire
aware
bank
that perjury
on the
is a
final
federal
Jeopardy.
offense?
I stand
what
by
my
my
dad said?
testimony.
All of it? You two had breakfast together.
As we do every morning.
Allison Conway said she never saw Franklin that morning.
Well, of course she wouldn't. As a rule, Allison stays in her room with the baby till it's time for her to go to school.
He was very cocky, Jeopardy James was, and it was very good. He's a professional gambler. went all in on a daily double, and had more money in Final Jeopardy. Oh, like I wasn't watching. Obviously, I was streaming here, so. Yeah, she had gone to the kitchen to make baby food. Yeah, basically turned a strategy against him.
Allison told us she had been down to the kitchen that morning.
What can I say? The two of them just missed each other.
You personally drove Franklin to school?
In the Mercedes, yes. Allison was delayed by the baby that morning, as I recall, so she.
Yeah,
had to catch
Quark
a
is
bus.
actually paying attention to the game while we talk about Jeopardy. What is a lie?
Mrs. Boersma, the headmistress, told us that Allison drove the Mercedes to school that morning.
She was mistaken.
You testified that Franklin's golf practice woke you up.
Yes, he's very committed to improving his drive. I fully support him in his ambition, but unfortunately, the backyard borders my bedroom.
Is it plausible that golf practice woke him up? I mean, golf is a pretty fucking quiet sport. I really don't think that golf would wake him up. Yeah, the baby. Unless the kid was like fucking throwing the golf club into the wall. There are no backyards in Manhattan. It was not raining. Or it was thundering, wasn't it? None of these are really wrong, except for the guy sleeping in the basement, which I don't think he does. Where's the chick's conversation? God, we're already on page 14 of the shit. Yeah, he never practices at home, I guess, because they talked about the driving range, so... He was in it in the morning. Golf on this morning. We don't know how early he was at the driving range though, so I hate this fucking game. He couldn't have been outside practicing because it was raining, right? That makes sense. She never explicitly said that he never practices at home.
Your son must be very committed, considering it was pouring rain on the morning of the murder.
He may have been practicing in the study. I don't recall.
Yes, I'm gonna
Practicing
practice
his
my
drive in the study.
Yeah.
I hope you don't have any Tiffany
No.
lamps in there. The murder weapon was found in Franklin's locker. Perhaps you can tell the court where it came from.
I have no idea where
Oh,
it came from.
dude.
But it was obviously planted there by the murderer.
Can we connect Mr. Bedford with the murder weapon? Yeah. It's from his father's safe, isn't it? Yeah.
Mr. Bedford, Franklin has already confessed to taking that gun from your safe.
Yes. Well, all right. But not to pulling the trigger.
He took the
I'm
dad's
telling you,
safe.
he was framed.
That'd be a much more
Franklin was
interesting murder
framed.
weapon.
What's that?
Your Honor, my client has some information to impart privately.
Child
Are you
stole the
requesting a
entire
recess?
safe.
I
Acme
think I'm
murder.
requesting a continuance.
You think you're requesting a continuance? Okay.
Yes.
Oh my god, the
Franklin
fucking
Bedford was
JPEGs
here
in the
that morning.
background of the
He
fucking
signed in at 5:48, and
everything.
the nurse
I hate
processed his
it.
paperwork at 6:40.
Is this a significant fact? I don't know. Signed in at 5:48. I mean, yeah, it was before the murder. All of the above, I guess.
Are you sure it was May 5th? This is very important,
Cinco de
Dr.
Mayo.
Markovich.
Quite sure. Tissue samples arrived at the DNA lab at 10 a.m. on the same day. Results haven't come
Why
back
is he
yet.
giving a DNA
DNA
sample?
lab. Can you tell me the nature of the tests?
Franklin hasn't said?
No.
Then I'm afraid I have to invoke doctor-patient privilege.
Is he secretly the baby daddy or something?
Okay, out with it.
Huh?
You were willing to risk going to jail rather than admit you were at the clinic on the morning of the murder.
So? The alibi checked out. As far as you're concerned, that's where the matter ends.
The matter ends when my curiosity is satisfied. Why did you visit the clinic on May 5th?
They think I might have AIDS.
Lovely. You don't think what's right, Quark? I have no reason to not believe him. Like...
Nice try. Your tissues were sent to a DNA lab. They don't test for AIDS by analyzing your DNA.
All right, it's not AIDS. It's a genetic disease. I don't remember what it's called.
If it's a genetic disease, then your dad's at risk. Let's call him right now.
Wait. I went in for a paternity test. I brought them a tissue sample from Allison's baby to find out if Harrison's really the father.
If not Harrison, then who?
Tag.
Dun dun. Also, hey QB.
Tag?
I ran into him the Sunday before he died, when I was out pushing Brendan in his stroller. He started talking smack, acted like he was gonna mess with the baby. I told him to get back, and he was like, doesn't a father have rights anymore?
That's it.
Well, you know, it made me start to wonder.
Let me get this straight. Based on one smartass comment from Tag, you made arrangements to get a paternity test, then risked a murder conviction to keep it a secret? You took him that
This
seriously?
kid's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I took him seriously. Tag wasn't the kind of guy to tell lies for no reason.
Does this ring true? I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about this Tag kid. He was a teen. Of course he was stupid. He was a bully and a douche. None of those answers are here though, Callan. Habitual liar or hated Franklin, I'm guessing. No, apparently not.
You told Detective Briscoe and
If you
Curtis
lose
that
it as a
Tag told
canon
nothing
of the
but
show.
lies.
Yeah, but
And you've been telling nothing but lies in this interview.
Can I
didn't you
reset?
tell
Because
the
I'm already
truth?
gonna fail out
I
of this
wanted to
fucking
protect
chapter.
Allison. She doesn't know about it.
She doesn't know. What do you mean she doesn't know?
I can't explain.
I don't even need to read it. All of the above is there.
Is the paternity test a lie as well?
No, look, I didn't believe Tag at first. Like you said, the dude
Also,
was a liar,
he
and I
is
knew
pale.
Allison
I don't
couldn't
know why
stand
he's
him.
so
But
pale.
he kept
Hi, Rye.
needling me about it, telling me that Harrison knew all about him and Allison, and then, a couple days later, this came in the mail.
Oh, great. It's a
Enjoy
fucking
the show
VHS tape.
everybody else has. I haven't seen my share of the box office, but that's about to
That
change.
VHS tape is
Tag.
fucking massive.
Don't say anything to my dad, okay? He might take it bad, and Allison, she's part of the family now, her and Brendan. I just don't want to be the one who spoils it.
Yeah, we need to redo that scene. Because we got fucking
Okay,
some massive
Huh?
shit wrong.
you were the matter. Why did you visit?
The doctor sent about sending this. Try again for a better score.
All right, it's not AIDS.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's
Is-
easy enough to
let's
try
call him
again.
right
We're
now.
like right there.
wait.
It was a short scene.
I went in for a paternity test.
If not,
Tag.
tag.
I ran into him this.
What? No. Now, what was the answer to this? Because I missed that before. He was a liar? Okay. I was too in shock because it didn't fucking accept my first answer.
You told Detective Briscoe and Curtis that Tag told nothing but lies.
Yeah, but
And you've been telling nothing but lies in this interview. Why didn't you tell the truth?
I wanted to protect Allison. She doesn't know about it.
She doesn't know. What do you mean she doesn't know?
Justice Star gained. QB, did you watch any of this VOD? Because you didn't. You're missing some quality content. If you don't go watch the rest of this
Is the
game.
paternity test a lie as well?
No,
Yeah, I've
look,
watched Law and
I
Order
didn't
before
believe
too, but
Tag
this
at
game
first.
just says fuck you
Like
to
you
any
said,
logic.
The dude was a liar, and I knew Allison couldn't
Oh man, you
stand
guys
him.
need to watch the
He
VODs.
kept needling me about it, telling me that Harrison knew all about him and Allison, and then a couple days later, this came
Yeah,
in the
this
mail.
is actually the worst episode we've had so far.
Enjoy
I
the
think.
show. Everybody else has. I haven't seen my share of the box office.
It's very
but that's
generic,
about
and
to
there isn't a
change.
memorable
Tag.
NPC feeding us
Don't
information.
say anything to my dad, okay? He might take it bad, and Allison, she's part of the family now, her and
Yeah, whatever, dude. We won. Fuck you. Yeah, we need the weird extra character.
Okay, boys and girls, here she is in all her glory. Allison Conway, Harrison Bedford's little Brooklyn bitch.
I miss Bad
Poor
Girl.
girl can't hold her Jack and Coke.
This must have been shot at that party last spring.
You're gonna show me a JPEG of
Allison
the video?
told us she passed
'Cause I'm
out
sure
that
you
night,
will.
And there's the evidence. I assume our narrator is Tag.
Miss
Is that a
Allison here
fucking
is attempting
TV
to
on
sleep
wheels?
her way into high society, literally. Too bad she never learned the rule. You can't rise without the Vanderhook blessing.
I
Oh,
think I
this
know
kid
where
is
this is going.
pompous.
So just to prove what a big-hearted guy I am, I'm gonna give it to her anyway. Watch closely, Harrison, buddy.
And it goes on from there.
I can understand why Franklin didn't want this to get out. Allison is like a sister to him.
But what does this do for our case? If Franklin didn't do it,
Then somebody framed him.
Tag killed
Someone
himself.
who had access to the weight room and Franklin's locker.
could be Allison herself, if she knows about the video.
I think we need to have another talk with her. Should we tell her everything up front?
We got no
No.
choice. Paternity of her child is in question. If she doesn't know that, she needs to.
Come on, Ray, she's just a kid. Her world has already been blown apart once. Last thing she needs right now is news like this. Why not wait until the test results are in? If Harrison's the father, she never needs to learn about the video.
Do we tell her? This is just like that Japanese video game, Danganronpa, except nobody fucking dies in this video
Watch
game.
closely, Harrison, buddy. You might learn a thing or two.
Turn it
It's
off.
not a fucking murder
Turn it off.
court.
If you need to be alone for a while, we can leave.
No. Who else knows about this? Who knows what he... Oh, God.
That's what we're trying to find out.
We have some reason to believe that he sent it to Harrison.
Then that explains the attack.
What attack?
Somebody ambushed Tag, split his face wide open.
He had a scar, but I wouldn't think that would have happened days before. Yeah, the kid was murdered in the weight room. He was shot and had a medal in his mouth. The subtitles in this game are not great, Cork. You can't fucking
They never told us who did it, but the
assume
rumor
anything
was it was
based off of the
Harrison.
fucking
I
subtitles.
didn't know whether to believe it. I mean, I knew he was pissed at Tag for insulting me, but he wasn't the type to go postal like that.
Your baby Brendan.
What about him?
There seem to be some doubts about his parentage.
Oh God, no. Don't tell me.
There's no proof either way.
He's Harrison's son.
Briscoe killed Amaro, and I'll
He's
play this
Harrison's
rhythm game to
son.
prove it.
When you say they never told you who attacked Tag, what do you mean? Who's they?
Mrs.
Your
Borsma and the
Justice Stars and
secretaries.
your
They
True
heard the
Bullet.
screams and ran out
I've
into the
never
hall.
actually
You're saying the
fucking
fight happened at New Amsterdam?
played Danganronpa, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I love it. Miss Borsma and Borsma secretaries heard the screams and ran out into the hall. Alright. Swing the phone like a gavel. Happened on the at the party, I thought. Oh my god, do I have to go all the way back to fucking... I don't know, last year was badly injured in a fight. They just say in a fight. What the fuck? I hate this game. I hate that it's vague. I hate it. I guess I'll go with Callan, because Callan probably knows me. Nope.
If this is true, why didn't Mrs. Borsma say anything?
Beats me. I wasn't there. I'm just telling you what the other kids have told me. Supposedly, Mrs. Borsma hauled Harrison into her office, but it's not like he got expelled or anything. And then a week after that, he was dead.
Great.
Why did nobody tell us this when we were investigating Harrison's murder? If what you're saying is true, then Tag had a motive.
Tag was already gone when Harrison was killed.
Gone?
Didn't
Gone
see
where?
that in the options
His mom
either.
pulled him out of school and sent him off to California to recuperate. They say she was furious with New Amsterdam, swore that the Vanderhooks were done with it.
It doesn't fit with the timeline, though. I don't know anymore. I don't know what this game fucking wants from me anymore. Because, the kid's here, so they clearly didn't swear it off. I don't even know. It's one of these two, I think. She did fund the gym, but I didn't know about the
But
other
then
one
she
either.
turned around and donated a gym to the school that summer.
I also
And
didn't
Tag
know
was
she
back
funded
in
the gym in the
fall,
summer.
like nothing was wrong.
Something's wrong with this picture. Thanks for being forthcoming, Allison.
Are you gonna be okay?
I just need some time to think. Everything's different now, you know?
God help her if that baby turns out to be Tag's.
You weren't kidding. Fucking... Tag is still such a pretentious fucker name, by the way.
Furious at New Amsterdam? Of
Oh
course
God,
I was
this woman's
furious.
back.
My son was savagely beaten in their halls. His face had to be sewn back together.
And yet you made a huge bequest just 3 weeks later. It doesn't square up. Why the change of heart?
Why is the ADA doing the
Tag
investigating
convinced me
work?
to do it. Despite what had happened, he was devoted to the school. He told me it was the one place in all the world where he felt truly accepted.
No, I don't believe a word that comes out of this bitch's mouth anymore. Oil and water. I think it's this one. Or maybe this one. The second one looks familiar to me, but...
You told the police that Tag and New Amsterdam were like oil and water.
Did I? How odd.
It's time you told us the truth, Mrs. Vanderhook.
You're good. I like you. Yes, if you must know, the bequest was extorted from me.
What?
My
That's such a total
reputation
change
is
of
the basis of
attitude.
my fortune, Ms. Carmichael. Unfortunately, that makes me uniquely vulnerable to scandal. Somebody saw an opening and seized it. I would have been more forthcoming if I thought this had anything to do with my son's murder.
But Tag did figure in this scheme, didn't he? We've seen the video.
You have? That's not exactly the sort of thing that makes a mother proud, but then making mother proud was never very high on Tag's to-do list.
Who
What we
blackmailed
want to
you?
know is, who else knew about it? Who was extorting you?
But surely you've already guessed. Our beloved headmistress, Karen Boersma. Though how she got a hold of the video, I'll never know.
Probably from Harrison, I'm guessing. I mean, it would be pretty silly if Tag just gave the headmistress the tape himself. She hosted party at which the video was shot. She called Harrison into her office after the fight.
Ah,
The way that one was
she hauled
worded did not
Harrison
sit
into
well
her
with me.
office right after the fight. She must have forced it out of him then. It would explain why she didn't expel him.
However she got it, she understood immediately what it could do to my reputation. The son of Trisha Vanderhook? Forcing himself on some inebriated little tramp? On camera yet? The press would fight to get their claws on the footage.
I
The
don't
price
think
was
anyone
steep,
actually
but it
cares
wasn't
about
too
you,
much
lady.
to pay for a guarantee that the video wouldn't get out. So I paid up, and that was the end of it.
It must have been a nasty shock seeing Tag's video.
What sort of reaction are you attempting to provoke here, counselor? Outrage? Tears? Bitter recriminations against my dead child? Sorry to disappoint you. My feelings are my own
Does anybody
business.
else want to punch this lady in the face, by the way?
Did Tag know you were being blackmailed on account of him?
No. As far as he knew, there were only 2 people in the world who knew about his little excursion into filmmaking, and one of them was dead.
Why would I have any reason to believe this isn't true? Nope.
Tag bragged to Franklin Bedford that the video was a box office hit.
Did he send it to
Did
the rest
he?
of the school?
How tacky.
He knew somebody was making money off it.
Yes, I suppose I did let the secret slip out.
I like that they tell me anyways.
When did you tell Tag about your arrangement with Mrs. Boersma?
April Fool's Day.
Is that why they had the fight? Yeah, okay.
He'd gone and wrecked his Maserati again, and he was expecting, no, demanding I
I've
should
wrecked
get it fixed
the
for him.
Maserati
But once I put my
again.
foot
This kid
down-
has a
Well,
Maserati
he
and he
flew
got it
into a
wrecked
childish
twice.
rage, called me a cheapskate, started screaming about how I
Fucking rich
never
people.
did anything for him. So I let him know exactly what his shenanigans had cost me. It shut him up.
Tag made a comment about the video, that he was planning to get his share of the box office. Do you have any idea what he meant by that?
A few days before he died, Tag informed me that he no longer needed my money. He said he'd found another way to pay for the Maserati.
Did he say what that was?
I asked, but all he would say was, "A good example is the best sermon."
So it's the bitch. The head bitch in charge over there is the fucking reason for this, right? Right. I mean, this and this are both correct statements.
Extortion seems to be going around this season. Mrs. Boersma guaranteed that the video wouldn't get out? How could you be confident she wouldn't turn around and extort more money out of you next year?
I made sure she couldn't do that. In exchange for my
It was said to
generous
be Benjamin
donation,
Franklin's
she
model,
gave
which is
me
still a
an
Franklin.
insurance packet.
But I guess I'm more clever
Me?
than this fucking
A
game.
handwritten statement of what she'd done, signed and dated. If the video gets out, so does her confession. Mutually assured destruction. Always good for keeping hostile superpowers quiet.
Do you still have this statement?
Yes, and I intend to hold on to it. Unless you can prove this has something to do with Tag's murder.
I think
So
we
the
found your son's
headmaster
murderer.
fucking murdered him.
Franklin Bedford.
Was framed.
I think that... Who the fuck is Mrs. Vance? Mr. Vance. Who the fuck is this? Never heard this name before in this entire fucking game, but they're here. I think it's Mr. Borsma. Mrs. Borsma. Headmaster's lady. Head mattress. That's the name. He was killed by vampires.
By Mrs. Borsma. She put that metal in his mouth, and she planted the gun in his locker.
But why? That little matter between her and me was resolved to our mutual satisfaction.
Apparently not.
But not to Tag's satisfaction. He saw how his headmistress had profited off his video, and he figured turnabout was fair play. After all, you're not the only one who can be severely damaged by a scandal. Probably never realized how far she might go to avoid one.
Tag, extort Karen
Imagine
Borsma?
being an
She
old
might
lady
be
and
reckless
murdering
enough
a
to
young
try it,
child.
I'll grant you, but it would have been his word against hers. He had nothing to hold against her unless... Excuse me a minute, would you? The insurance policy is gone. Karen Borsma's signed confession. It's missing from the safe.
Did you make a copy
Great.
of it?
No. He's the only one who could have taken it. But could he really be reckless enough to... Look who I'm talking about. Of course he could.
I'm glad you
We can bring her to
realize your own
justice
son is a
without it,
fucking
if
dick.
you'll agree to testify.
No, absolutely not. As I've explained to you, I can't afford scandal.
But what about Tag?
If trashing my reputation could bring him back, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But it wouldn't. Tag's dead, but the Vanderhook name still lives. Its power is based
Wow,
on
you were a
perception.
fucking asshole.
Mine is based on truth, and if you won't help me expose the truth about who killed Tag, I'll find someone who can.
Damn, Carmichael. Damn.
New Amsterdam Preparatory Academy.
Could I speak to Mrs. Borsma, please? This is Franklin Bedford. I feel kind of funny about this. I mean, she's my headmistress.
And she framed you for murder. You want to see her get away with it.
No way. But I don't know what to say to her.
You don't want to get her mad or scared, but you do want to let her know you're onto her game, and you want a piece of the action. Play it exactly the way Tag would have played it.
We'll cue you along. You'll be fine.
Oh, good.
How nice of you to call. I was so relieved when they dropped the charges against you.
This kid is
Of course,
creepy
I
looking.
never stopped believing in your innocence.
Thanks.
I'm sorry that the board voted to drop you from the class roster. Purely a business decision, you understand. I assume that's
I hope
why
the
you're
last
calling.
episode isn't
You
as
want me to
boring as this
reinstate
fucking
you?
one. Do we want to be reinstated? We want justice or we want money? I think we want to be reinstated, maybe? Money?
Say no. You want money.
We're gonna
Actually,
extort you.
what I need right now is money.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you there. What's this about?
You've got the goods on her. I know how you got the gym. I know you killed Tag, or I know about Tag's video. All of these might piss her off.
Tell her you know where the new gym came from.
I know where the new gym came from.
Of course, everybody does. It was a very generous gift from Trisha Vanderhook.
I've got a photocopy of your confession. I mean...
You've got a copy of her confession.
Nah, that gym was no gift. I've got a copy of a paper here that says it was blackmail.
What do you want from me?
I want to hear you confess. I
Tell
think
her
it's
you want
definitely
to
the
hear
thing.
her admit it.
I just want to hear it from your own lips, that you're the one who did it.
Then I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. Now, I'm quite busy, as you can imagine, so I'm afraid I must cut our little conversation short. Take care, Franklin.
I think we pushed her too hard.
Well, I think if we,
New Amsterdam Preparatory Academy.
I did
You're kind
forget.
of funny about this. I mean,
You don't.
I think she would think we were doing a cop thing, not because
thanks.
we told her that we had the original, but she probably has the original. If she killed the boy.
Say
Back.
Tell her you know. You've got to.
What do you want?
Tell her you want to meet.
Let's meet and, like, talk things over.
Where?
This kid sounds too fucking casual.
Central Park Carousel.
Central Park, by the carousel.
Don't take this the wrong way, Franklin, but it wouldn't
What the
do for me.
fuck? Okay. Let's meet in the workout room.
Workout room. Midnight.
The workout room. Midnight tonight.
You do have a flair for the theatrical, don't you? All right. Merely out of curiosity, you understand. I'm not admitting to anything.
Good job, stupid kid. When do I get to object some more, guys?
Mrs. Boersma.
What? What are you doing? How dare
You're
you?
under arrest for the murder of Tag Vanderhook.
You have no case against me.
Maybe not at the moment, but we will as soon as we pull the codes from this keypad lock. I'll lay you 7 to 1. The code you entered just now matches the one used on the day of the murder.
Listen, gentlemen.
Maybe they were
perhaps we can come
crouched
to an
down.
arrangement. It isn't myself I'm thinking
Are you
of.
trying to bribe a
It's New
cop?
Amsterdam Prep. A scandal would be very bad right now.
You should have thought of that before you launched your little extortion scheme.
I didn't set out to kill the boy, but he forced my hand. And anyway, he deserved it. He was a bully and a rapist and an extortionist to boot. Ending his vicious little life was a service to humanity.
Interesting defense. We'll see if the jury buys.
Objection? That was stupid.
Judge in the Boersma trial just passed sentence.
Oh,
20
we
to
don't
life.
even get to go and
Like
do
the man
fucking.
said, a good example is the best sermon.
Let's hope all the students were paying attention.
You don't even get to
Verdict
do
is in
court
on the
today.
paternity test too. Turns out Harrison was the father.
Happy endings all around at the Bedford house.
I don't know about that. We still don't have a lead on
I wanted to
Harrison's
do
killer.
court
I
things,
kept hoping some new
guys.
evidence would turn up at this trial, but no luck.
Maybe
This
Tad did
episode
it
was
after all.
garbage.
If he did, he could have left
If
us
the
some
final
proof
one is this
before
bad, I'm
getting
gonna be
himself
very
killed.
upset.
I'd hate to go to my grave not knowing.
There's a lot we'll never know. Don't let it spoil your sleep.
Episode 2 is still the high point. Or episode 3, I mean. Episode 2 was dirt. Yeah, the final episode had better be good. Never mind have bankroll, it just better be good. I miss episode 3 and 5 though, those two were fucking delicious. Oh, you have to hear McCoy, he is here to stay. I think the old guy is dead though, the Briscoe, that's his name. Give us bankroll. If it didn't, fuck it, I'll do it anyways. I'll give you bankroll. I'll give you bankroll. Hold on. Just give me one moment. I will give you bankroll. Thanks to Callan, I can give you bankroll. Bankroll is here, right? No, this is my stream gift folder. That's why. Where is bankroll? Bankroll, bankroll. There you go. There you go. Just keep him in the corner the whole game. Reminder that they force you to watch the credits every episode. Bankroll is the best character, without a doubt. Nothing can beat Bankroll. What the fuck was that? I love this game, this janky ass game that can't even get its fucking sound correct. It's the best. It can't even loop the fucking Law and Order theme, which is great. I wanted to see if I could mess with the files of this game too, so I'll do that before the stream ends. I might actually do that before the final episode. See if there's anything I can fuck around with. Alright. They fucked up the audio somehow, it like skipped. Let me go and see something real quick. Where is OBS? That's still there. Where is my display capture? Why is that not showing up? Cool. I love OBS. I'll just fucking go to scene 2. I don't even know what's on scene 2. I think this is my DS capture. There. I want to see if we can fuck around with the files for that. Yeah, that was Corin. Corin is there because I used him for the background for my Fire Emblem DS streams, if you remember those ages ago. Hey, Pepe. Let's go look at the local files, shall we? Please tell me these are just in fucking... like, a plain... Okay, no, they are not. That's unsettling. Or, that's unfortunate. Is that just... Pepe, what are you doing? Did you just throw up on my floor? What are you doing? Move. No, you're just licking the ground, you weird little dog. DirectX. Damn, it doesn't seem like there's anything I could fuck with here. They might Telltale Archives. There are probably tools. I'll look into it some other time. Let me just see if I can... I'm guessing each of these is the... Yeah, I want to use WinRAR? Questionably? No, no, WinRAR does not enjoy these files. Okay, that solves that. I am gonna let the dog out before I go to the next episode. Let me just switch back to this. No one uses .rar anymore. No? I'll be right back, so hang tight. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, my fucking now the display capture's working, right? Because of course it is. Whoa, no, don't quit. I just want to close Steam and the files. Yeah, the dog needed a break. Alrighty, let's go. One more episode. At least this one we get Benson back. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this point.
The people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups. The police who investigate
Episode
crime
7,
and
gun.
the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Hey man, someone just fell off the bridge.
What the hell?
Oh, I can already tell this guy's gonna be a great
grabbed him and
NPC.
Yeah, this is Fontana down at the protest. Just got a report of a man being thrown off a bridge. I need the
I
harbor
love
unit down
these
here quick.
JPEGs, Callan.
Oh,
I
and,
love them.
gotta
They're
call
great.
homicide.
Butt spot, yes. We didn't even open with a murder. Somebody fell off the bridge. Yeah, this intro is terrible, by the way. It is very Newgrounds. This was made in 2012, by the way.
Hey, Fontana.
That driver's just pulled him out, detective. I had him hold off. Thought you might like the first
Oh!
Yeah, let's have a look.
I'm sorry. I can't breathe. What a fucking way to start an episode. We're looking for the face, the key, the note, and the wallet. I wonder where the face is.
Yuck. What is this stuff?
It's from the East River, so probably don't want to know.
Oh god, it's Slenderman.
What the hell? Is this a mannequin?
Looks like it.
Great.
Maybe somebody's idea of street theater.
Yeah, well, maybe somebody is gonna pay for dragging me out here on a Sunday. Let's see what else.
Slenderman. Okay. Are we gonna find? Oh, that's not a wallet. Wait, can I go back further this way? No. Where would you keep a wallet on a dead guy, huh? How about in this? Whoops. Whoops. Can I? I'm fucking
Handcuffed to
chasing the
his
circle.
wrist and locked. I thought this kind of thing only happened.
I also
in
fucked
spy
up the
movies.
chat, so I had to fix that. What did they just say? I don't even have a thing. Can I?
The case is locked. I hope
Oh,
he's
he's
carrying
carrying
the
a
key.
key. Okay. Well, it looks like
Man,
there's something
this is
taped
just
to him,
disgusting.
so. Great.
What's this? A note? Consider this a dress rehearsal.
The next time will be real. Giles Bedford
Giles
is a
Bedford is a
murderer.
murderer. If he is not brought to justice, we will bring it to
Who
him.
the fuck is Giles
Sic
Bedford?
Semper Tyrannis. Signed, the 99.
Is it the father from that last case or something? You gotta find a key on the seaweed man. I think so, Callan.
Duct tape across the hand. Strange. What's underneath?
Yeah, we have to pool our resources to know this, and
Small key.
I think the
Maybe
resources
for a
at this
locker or a
point
briefcase.
are you two in Quark, because I'm useless. All right, so let's go open the briefcase.
Key fits.
Oh, look, it's Monopoly. Why is there
Bunch of
Monopoly
fake
money?
bills. Yeah, this guy's a real prankster.
Great.
Giles Bedford? That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
This episode is starting
Yeah,
off so
Giles
fucking
Bedford,
good.
CEO of Bedford Capital, father of Harrison Bedford, the kid who got killed in the preppy jogger case.
You know, they misspell preppy jogger twice.
Does any of this mean anything to you?
They spell it with an
Yeah,
IE
a
and then a
lot,
Y.
actually.
at different
I met
times
this
in
guy
this
Bedford
fucking
during the
video game.
investigation of his son's murder back in 1998. Looks like someone thinks he might have done it.
And it looks like they want him dead.
Fontana, I need to find the person who wrote this note. What happened to the guy who reported the crime to you?
Damn, sorry, Detective. He just ran back in the crowd before I knew what the hell happened.
Bankroll it,
I'll start a
Tom.
canvas
Oh,
of the bridge
please
right
let
away.
Tom come
The sooner
back.
the better.
Not David, though. Fuck David. David was trash.
I'm Detective
You can't
Curtis.
trust anybody
I'm
named
looking for
David. I'm
Giles
learning
Bedford.
through these
What
fucking
happened?
story-based video games.
Myocardial infarction. Heart attack. Mr. Bedford was admitted earlier. We did an emergency bypass, and he's stabilized now.
I need to talk to him about an incident.
Sorry,
He doesn't
that's
look
totally
talking
out of the question.
like
Look,
he can
there's been a
talk.
threat against his life. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
No, I mean, he's completely unconscious, sedated. But I'll try to tell you anything I can.
Great. This random doctor is
What
going to be
precipitated
useful.
his heart attack?
I'm not entirely sure. A good Samaritan admitted him, dropped Giles off at the emergency room around 9 a.m., but didn't identify himself to the nursing staff. I was in surgery all morning till 11, and Giles wasn't lucid enough to describe him. He has been under a lot of stress recently, though. I've been treating him for it.
I still can't believe that this started off like it did.
Can you think of
This
anyone
fucking
who might
video
have made
game.
threats against Mr. Bedford recently?
No, not offhand. Although he certainly was rattled by some run-ins he had with the Occupy Wall Street crowd.
Oh? What happened?
Anonymous email threats from the 99%. He said he felt vulnerable.
99%. Is it relevant? Was it 99% that they ended up off with? The 99, I guess so. No, this is supposed to be in 2010 or whatever. This is the future because you know it's the future because it has Benson in it and not the old guy.
He asked for a refill on an old prescription.
Yeah,
You know
it
any
seems every
Latin?
other episode is in a different
Yes,
timeline, or
a
every
little, I
episode is in
suppose.
a different timeline. It
Sic
goes
semper tyrannis mean
to
anything
the past,
to
to
you?
the future.
Thus always to tyrants. Supposedly what Marcus Brutus said immediately before he killed Julius Caesar. Oh, and
$5
don't forget
to
John
sends in a
Wilkes
surprise
Booth.
party.
Where were you this morning, if you don't mind my asking?
I was in surgery, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. with Dr. Schomburg.
8 a.m. to 11 a.m. He did say he was in surgery till 11, yeah. Wait, no, I meant
Thanks.
no.
I'll need his number, though, just to double check.
My brain said
Really,
yes, but my
detective,
mouse said no.
I prefer to keep my patients alive. It's bad business to try and murder them.
Anything suspicious
Listen,
about his
Callan, I've
condition
been playing
when he
this
was admitted?
fucking game for too
No,
long.
Other than the circumstances, he appeared normal.
No physical injuries, contusions, needle marks?
No, I checked him thoroughly myself.
And all his personal effects were with him?
Yes, everything.
It's... How would I know if the doctor... Oh, because the license. That's why. His FTPs? Oh no, it's coming back, guys. I can't handle this game. Oh my god. I'm glad the FTPs came back. Oh, you need to watch the VODs. You need to. I can't believe they put the
His
FTPs
wallet
there as
was
a
missing.
fucking fake answer.
Whoever took it was connected to this incident on the bridge somehow. What
My
prescription
face
did he
hurts.
ask for?
An
My
anti-anxiety
face
drug
hurts
called
and we're only
Banaxolone.
like 5 minutes
Could
into
it
the
have caused
episode.
the heart attack?
Banaxolone can have some nasty side effects, but heart failure isn't one of them. Plus, Giles was on a prolonged course before, so I doubt there's a connection. I only needed to monitor him every 180 days.
Great.
Before when?
Spring of '98.
Is
I
that when the
think.
kid was murdered? I think so. the death of the kid, or was it Tag's murder? I don't know which one of these it is. I don't remember what year the last one happened in.
So, around the time of his son's murder.
Shortly before, actually.
We have to remember the preppy
Tragedy.
jogger case,
And he was
basically,
already
and
under
everything
so
that
much
pertained
other
to it.
stress.
The case
You
that
said
was
Mr.
like a
Bedford
little
was already
footnote
under
of the rest of the
stress
cases.
before the murder?
Well, at that time, he discovered his son's high school girlfriend was pregnant. As any father can tell you, it was not happy news. He was furious. It was no real secret that Mr. Bedford didn't think Allison came from the, right background.
And Harrison still told him.
Oh, no, I did. The kids came to me for the test, and she being a minor, I thought it best to tell Mr. Bedford.
What happened after that?
I assume it all worked out. He's a very happy grandfather.
Yeah,
now.
doctor-patient
anything else you can tell me
confidentiality
about
is
Giles
fucking
Bedford?
dead, Callan.
Unusual calls, erratic behavior.
Never mind the fact that the doctor's sitting here talking to the cop.
Sorry, that was the new acting CEO of Bedford Industries. She requested I not speak to anyone without corporate representation. You better
Now.
speak with her directly.
Thanks.
Now that comes out. I can't believe the FTPs were there.
What do you got for me?
Well, I couldn't find the guy, so I asked around. Photographers, video bloggers, anyone who might have footage
Dude, why
of
are
the
you
crowd.
talking with cotton balls in your mouth?
You kidding me? You'd think I was arresting their mother for
Oh,
the
hey,
dirty
this
looks
cop
they
is
were
the
giving
guy
me.
from episode
Anyway,
5.
Got some footage of a few of the ATM machines around here. The banks
That
are plenty
appeared for
happy
like
to
2
help me out.
seconds and then
That's your
vanished
guy.
forever.
Any ID?
I'm working on it. At least now
Oh,
I got
I
a
thought that
picture.
was fucking
I
the
got tired of asking,
hobo
hey,
for
you
a
seen
second,
any
and I got
angry, scruffy
excited.
guys
It's
around?
not.
All right. Keep me updated.
I thought it was Elijah.
Hey, Benson, it's Curtis. Can you meet me
There's
at
no
Bedford
space
Capital in
between the
Midtown?
period and
I got an
can, and that's
interview I
bothering
could
me.
use your help. Secretary said she was in a meeting.
So,
Play
the
this how
golden
you
rule
like.
of this
Let's not
game is
share
that
evidence
cases
if
with
we can.
Benson are the ones
There's
that
a
are
few
good.
details we probably shouldn't let everyone know just yet.
Yeah, I got you.
Detective Curtis, long time no see.
Oh god, you're
Allison
back.
Conway? You're the acting CEO?
That's right.
You
Dr.
still look like a
Markovich
potato.
didn't mention your name. This is Detective Benson.
Pleasure. Now, I'm a very busy woman at the moment. I don't have time to
They
talk.
just put her in a
unless you've got a
suit.
new lead on Harrison's murder.
I've got a new lead on Harrison's
She
murder.
does look the same.
Great.
She's
You
just
got
in a
5
suit.
minutes.
No, she still had the Hillary Clinton one in the past. It's the same hair.
Why'd you put a stop to my interview with Dr. Markovich?
It wasn't personal, Detective. I have a legal and ethical obligation to protect the company.
I mean, she is the acting CEO. She's not their daughter. She's the CEO. She fucking...
Giles Bedford is the founder of this firm, and you were questioning his personal physician. It was inappropriate at
How did you
best.
even know I was
As
questioning
CEO,
the
I
physician?
can't stand by and let a police investigation further destabilize an already very unstable situation. I'm sure you understand.
It's Giles
Dude,
Bedford
I want
who
to
may
throw
be in
her out the
danger here.
window.
Did Giles receive any threats he was worried about recently?
Threats? No, nothing like that.
How would I know if this guy received threats? Did they mention it? The note on the Slenderman? I'm glad someone just threw fucking Slenderman off the bridge. The doctor had said? Stabbed by a pelican came back too? Oh my god. Are we really just gonna put little red herrings here? Game's making
His
me
doctor
wanna
mentioned
click them.
anonymous email threats from the 99%.
I'm sure that was just spam.
Oh,
he wasn't taking them
God.
seriously. It didn't bother him.
It doesn't sound like he was taking them seriously, but... Callan, you might as well come play the game for me. He had a guilty conscience. Bedford was growing increasingly paranoid. He wanted anti-anxiety. He was a powerful SOB, not afraid of some dirty hippies. I fucking love this answer. I think he was paranoid, wasn't he? Oh, he anti-anxiety meds? I was too busy laughing at how stupid this fucking game is to pay attention to what the doctor
His doctor
said.
also told us Giles said he felt vulnerable.
Hearsay, Detective.
We're not in court. He also asked for a refill on his anti-anxiety medication.
We're not in court.
Allison, there's no way to break this gently. My lead suspect right now in Harrison's murder is his father, Giles.
Really? Is that all you got? Because that is utterly ridiculous. If it weren't potentially slanderous, I'd be laughing. Giles Bedford loved his son. I will back Giles all the way on this. I was there, Detective.
I'm not the only one who thinks he could have done this.
Okay, who else? Share your evidence.
No, I don't want to share evidence with her. She's fucking bad. The evidence is embarrassing to the police departments. Really? 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 Really?
I'm sorry, Allison. I can't share that kind of information with you.
Then we're wasting each other's time. Where's Detective Briscoe? I'd like to talk to him if you don't mind.
He's
You
dead.
can't.
Why not?
He's dead.
He's always dead in these future ones.
Passed away a couple years ago.
Oh God, I'm sorry. He was your partner.
That's why we have her here.
This is obviously a difficult time for you. We don't want to add to the stress here. We just want to make sure no one is trying to hurt Giles.
Thanks.
Do you know if Giles has any other relatives who could help us investigate?
His wife passed many years ago, and Harrison, of course, is gone.
I'm playing
No
with the
one
barrette,
else.
by the way. No one else. What about the baby? The baby's got to be like 10 now. And there's her. And what about the other son? Franklin.
Didn't he have another son?
Franklin.
Oh, right. God. Yes, Franklin, of course. Sorry, he's in Minnesota. Decided to drop out. Gave up his inheritance. Cut all ties.
Huh.
Was Giles ever cold to you?
How do you mean?
Did he ever give you reason to think maybe he didn't approve? I mean, it must have been hard, stepping into the Bedford social strata.
No, there was never a problem.
Everything is a lie in this game. It was no secret that Giles didn't approve. It was either... Oh, Fontana. Oh, okay, that's this one. I didn't read who said the first one.
We heard that maybe Giles had a difficult time accepting you and Harrison as a couple.
Oh, that? It's been overblown. And besides, look at me now. Things worked out just fine, didn't they?
Well, take a look at this. You look familiar?
Yeah.
No, Allison, if you really
Your
want to
eyes
protect
just
Mr.
fucking
Bedford,
went
then
wide.
At least tell us who this guy is. He may want to hurt him.
I think it's the other son.
I can't be sure. Maybe it's not.
Tell us, please.
It's Franklin.
Yeah, I was right.
Harrison's
Fuck
little
yeah.
brother. Giles' other son. He used to have a crush on me. I never felt the same. But I haven't seen him in 10 years. Not since he moved away.
Looks like he's back.
You arrested him once, remember?
Yeah, I don't
Falsely?
know.
Oh, yeah,
It sounds
the
like the
prep school
son wants to
murder.
murder him.
This is the same kid?
He's gone through a lot of changes since then. I guess we all have.
Not you. You
Would
just
he
put
have
on a
any
suit
reason
and
to
got
want to
bigger
hurt your
earrings.
Hard to say. Franklin got more and more unpredictable after college. Mood swings. Some days he loved Giles, other days Giles was an evil corporate tyrant.
Do you know where we could find him?
No, honestly, he hasn't been in touch.
Thanks, Allison. Let us know if
So
he
he's
contacts
very
you.
clearly the one who threw the Slenderman off the bridge because he's the one who reported it. So, there's that. Oh my
Dead
god,
end.
it's that same
No one
fucking
knows
hot
where
dog
Franklin
stand I
is.
saw.
And no one will talk to us about the Central Park case.
I was wondering when we
You know,
get to
at
see
this
this
point,
stupid
I'm
ass
thinking
hot
we should
dog
look at
stand.
Franklin for that one too.
What?
How else would he know so much about it? It's the simplest explanation, Curtis. He killed his brother over a girl. Don't tell me you haven't seen that one a million times.
Yeah, I have. And while you might kill your brother over a lot of things,
I want some
you'd hire a
dogs.
hitman to do it.
Maybe
I had
if
hot
you've never
dogs for
gotten
dinner
your hands
tonight.
dirty
They were
doing
not
anything
good.
else in life. So, Allison never saw her attacker?
That Beckett
Her
thing
memory
is...
comes and goes. Plus, CSU told us
Where
that
they
she
just
was
put the
lying face
words
down when
Beckett
she
on
was
a
shot.
fucking sign and thought it sounded like some kind of brand.
How are we gonna break this? What would Lenny have done?
Work the leads. You'd go back and re-interview
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
again.
Old school.
Yeah, you know what? I just thought of someone who might be motivated to talk to us now.
Is it Tom?
Mickey Trevino.
Right. He's probably getting sick of prison. Maybe he wants to deal.
Who? Which one is Mickey Trevino?
Mickey Trevino. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to come visit us.
Everything is wrong with
Detective
Benson's
Curtis,
face.
always
What's
a
wrong with this
pleasure.
guy's face?
I got some more questions for you, Mickey.
About Pop? I can turn right around and leave then, because
I
got
don't
nothing
remember
to
which
say.
guy this is.
What about your connection to a certain 9mm? What about a guy named Frank Vincenzo Jr.?
Depends, but I don't do favors. So we talking some kind of deal here?
Oh, is this the guy that
What do you
shot
got
the
for me?
guy in the
Ask away.
fucking... do me a favor? That doesn't sound...
Mickey, I need something concrete so I can start turning over some old rocks. You got anything tying Frank directly to someone who paid him?
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to think in the joint. You get confused so easy.
How about as a favor?
Oh, yeah. To the guy who arrested my dad? Sure, glad to.
I don't
Did
even
you know
remember
Frank
what the first
Vincenzo
case was
Jr.
about
personally?
anymore.
Sure, I knew him. He lived in the building.
I just remember the Russian guy. He lived in the building? Sure? Why does it ask me, like... I don't remember this oh. Right. No, I guess I lost.
You know, some of the old farts could be cranky bastards, complaining about the heat. So I'd go up to his apartment and fix it. But he was cool. He'd give me this homemade brandy. We used to drink it right out of the mason jars.
Great.
He ever talked to you about what he did for a living?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, Frank got diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma. Cancer in his bones. He knew he was dying. After that, he started getting talkative.
Give me something for the DA, Mickey.
All right. Remember when they shot up Gnocchi Balistreri right in front of Tally's bar? That was Frank.
No, I
and
don't.
You know your big collar when you nabbed Billy Deligatti? You were so proud. Well, Billy didn't do none of that stuff you sent him up for. It
I
was
have
all
no
Frank.
idea who
You want
what's
proof?
going on
Frank's
right now.
widow still got the guns. Only she don't know she got them. They're in a cardboard box underneath the good silver. Mostly 9mm. That was his weapon of choice. Go look, and then we'll talk about the preppy joggers.
Did Curtis mention a Central Park case? I don't think so. This game is making me
I
use
didn't
my
mention the
brain and
Central
I don't
Park
like
case.
it.
Yeah, I know.
You told me originally you found that gun. You want to change your story?
Yeah, Frank gave me the gun, actually. He said it was untraceable.
Yeah, well, it was, until you used it.
What's your question, Detective?
I told you he used it in a crime.
Yeah, so what?
But I didn't tell you which one. Did he?
Yeah, he said it made headlines. He said I'd know it. And he said the case went cold.
I mean... These are all very... fucking... It's definitely not the first one. I guess it's this one? Everybody seems to know about this fucking case, so...
What else?
After the deal.
Great.
All right, Mickey. I'll talk to the DA. Meantime, don't leave town.
Very funny, Detective Curtis.
Hey, Benson. What's up? Jesus. I'll be right there.
Someone's dead.
Franklin, put the gun down.
Oh, good.
Don't come any closer. I'll blow his head off. Swear to God I will.
Don't aggravate him. He's insane.
Shut up, tyrant.
Easy, Franklin. Easy.
Franklin, it's okay. We just want to talk.
Talk to him, Curtis. Maybe he'll listen to you.
Yeah.
What should I say?
Isn't that what we're
Tell him
trying to
whatever
do?
he wants to hear. Lie to him if you have to. Give up evidence. Whatever it takes to de-escalate the situation.
Got it.
I gave you fair warning. I told you justice was coming, but you did nothing.
Oh, God. I thought the surveillance photo was him.
That's not true, Franklin. I followed up on some very promising leads.
Leads, huh? What do you know that I don't already know, Detective?
I haven't exactly been sitting on my ass this whole time. Since I came back, this case is active again.
Fine. Then give me something to make me believe you're doing your homework.
Guess we'll tell him about this guy.
The name Frank Vincenzo Jr. mean anything to you?
Yes. Yes, it does. That name keeps coming up, but I don't know why.
I can tell you if you'll listen
Is he
to me.
investigating his brother's murder or something? Like, what the fuck
Frank
is he
Vincenzo
doing?
Jr. is a hitman, and he's connected to the gun that killed Harrison and wounded Allison.
I knew it. A hitman.
This is ridiculous. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yes, you do, old man. Tell him, Detective. Slam dunk it.
Callan, help me. Slam dunk it. Slam dunk it's not an option, guys.
I got a guy, Mickey Trevino, with incontrovertible evidence connecting the 9mm to Frank Vincenzo Jr. and Frank to the murder.
There's only one way to get justice for my brother.
Don't throw your life away, Franklin.
Why? What do I have to live for? All I want is this. It's all I've wanted for 10 years.
I will kill you. That's not good. I think we should lie and tell him that Allison loves him. I don't even know, man. I don't see a way that this doesn't end in somebody getting shot.
Allison, she still loves you, Franklin.
Because Allison told us that
Allison?
she wasn't
she couldn't
interested.
show it before, but she can now. But she's unsure. So much time has passed.
If you kill your father, she'll only see you as a murderer.
You'll never be able to prove it to her.
Don't let that happen. Show her how much you care for her and the memory of your brother.
Allison loves me? Okay.
He said that he always had a crush on her.
I guess I just gave up hope that anyone would ever believe me.
Is that why you threw the mannequin off the bridge?
Yeah, I was with him, trying to convince him to confess when he had his heart attack. When I dropped him off at the hospital, I got the idea to stage his death. I hope maybe the newspapers or bloggers would pick up the story.
You're delusional,
When
son.
the bloggers, he says.
Yeah, well, the jury's still out on that, Mr. Bedford.
I hope the bloggers means we get to hear from Tom again. He's not the smartest, okay?
I've looked through the file, Detective, but I have to admit, I'm not seeing enough to put Giles Bedford away for his son Harrison's murder.
We've got the makings of a good circumstantial case, Mike.
That's not the issue.
Objection.
A jury is going to see Bedford as a grieving father. You're going to have to convince them that he's a murderer.
Let me walk you through how I see it.
God damn it, dude. Lenny would want us to.
I'm not just solving this case for myself, Mr. Cutter. I'm doing it for my old partner.
Oh, I'm
Lenny Briscoe.
sure,
A
Callan.
noble sentiment, Detective, but it's not something I can take to a jury.
I want to know how this all connects back to bankroll.
The first question the jury is going to ask is, what's the motive here? Why would Giles Bedford kill his own son?
You got something for us, Curtis?
Do you? I don't know what I have, but I'm sure. Oh my god. The episode 3 fuckers
Bedford
are
found out his
great.
son's girlfriend was pregnant. From what
Episode
Franklin
3
and
as a
Allison
whole
have
was
told
very
us,
good.
He wasn't a big fan of the relationship.
So he killed his son? How does that add up?
It doesn't, which is why it makes sense.
Is Carmichael crazy? No. Carmichael is never wrong, just go with it. That's about what I'm doing right now. Whoops.
She's right. Both Mickey Trevino and Frank's widow have told us independently that the hit went wrong. The widow said Vincenzo never got paid. My working theory is that Bedford paid to have Allison killed, but during the attack, Harrison somehow got in the way.
That I can understand. I'm betting a jury can see it that way too.
Mickey Trevino will testify that Frank Vincenzo Jr. told him he committed this murder.
And Bedford's defense lawyer will throw out the testimony. It's all hearsay, Detective.
Not necessarily, Mike. The statement may fall under one of the hearsay exceptions. Curtis, what can you tell us about it?
I don't know. What are the exceptions?
Okay, there's present sense impression, meaning something that was happening at the moment, within a 30 to 40 second window.
There's also an exception for any statement made as part of a regular business record.
And there's present physical condition, which would be a statement made to anyone about the declarant's current physical condition. Any of those fit Trevino's evidence?
Guys? Does any of that fit? Yes? Yeah, but it's gonna ask me what one, and I don't know. No, I guess not.
From what I heard, none of those quite fit.
Hang on, there are a few more.
It was just a red
There's
herring.
another exception for a dying declaration, which applied to any
Great.
statement made by Vincenzo if he knew he was dying.
And there's also former testimony, which would involve anything Vincenzo said during previous sworn testimony.
And the excited utterance if
Games
Vincenzo said
game.
something in the heat of the moment, during or immediately after the crime.
I wish they told us all of them at once. That would be cool. I guess they can only fit 4 at the fucking once.
I think we could work with dying declaration.
Oh, really? Why?
This fucking game. She only told us
Mickey
3.
told me Vincenzo started getting chatty after he was
Great.
diagnosed with terminal stage cancer.
Unusual, but I think it qualifies. Mike?
I think you could make a jury see that
Oh,
as
God,
a deathbed
Mike.
confession. Go with it.
I also learned from Bedford's doctor that he's being treated for anxiety.
Interesting, but not definitive. What's he being treated with?
Anxiety. Did the doctor mention the drug? Axeline? Can't say that, but yeah. It's there. Ketamine, methamphetamine, amyl nitrate. I was hoping that one would be something stupid, like a reference to a past one.
Benaxaline.
That's a pretty common medication. As I understand, there aren't any significant side effects.
How would I know?
Actually, his doctor mentioned that Benaxaline had some nasty side effects.
And it gets even better, Mike. I remember a case about last year. Newlyweds. She kills him completely out of the blue. Turns out she's on Benaxaline and has these episodes of uncontrollable rage. She stops the meds and suddenly she's fine.
Great story, but how does that help us? Our crime happened 13 years ago.
Curtis, anything that can help us here?
You're the fucking lawyer. Fast episode. Doctor said he treated Bedford at the start. Okay, Callan says it's 1, and I have faith in Callan, so...
The good doctor also told us Bedford first took Banaxolene for anxiety in the weeks before the shooting.
We're damn lucky this physician likes to talk.
I think he honestly believes that Bedford has nothing to hide.
All right, detective. You convinced me. Bedford paid a hitman to take care of
I'm
a
not
problem
convinced,
for
so
him.
I don't know how
His
he
son was a
convinced him.
tragic accident, yes, but that doesn't let him off the hook for the murder. And I'm throwing the charge of attempted murder on top. Let's not forget the price paid by Allison Conway and all this.
This guy's a terrible doctor. Try again for a better— fuck you, game. I'm not doing it again. That's where I cut my fucking losses.
Thank you for joining us today, Franklin. As Mr. Bedford's only surviving son, it can't be easy for you to testify against him, especially in the murder of your brother.
That's how strongly I believe he's guilty.
Your brother Harrison, what were his plans around the time of the murder?
He was going to go to college, get into the firm, become the next CEO probably. That's what my dad wanted for him.
And did the plans change when he found out Allison was pregnant?
Yeah, he told me he wanted to drop out and live with her. He said this was the perfect time to escape Bedford Castle, as he called it.
Objection, Your Honor. This is hearsay.
Keeping it
Regrettably,
weird.
we
This is the
can't
same guy from
cross-examine
the last
victim to
episode, the
establish
fucking
veracity of the
idiot in the
statement.
striped polo
Sustained.
shirt.
Miss Carmichael, try and find another tack with this witness.
How did he get worse? I wish I knew. Yeah, this is the same kid. This is Franklin Bedford.
Franklin, did Allison Conway tell you anything about the situation?
Yeah, actually. We were pretty close. Back then, anyway. She said she and Harrison were planning on getting a place. He was going to go to City College, and she was going to finish up high school and look after the baby.
And as for Giles Bedford?
She told me she was afraid of what he would do when he found out.
Franklin, please tell the court what Giles Bedford, your father, thought of Allison Conway when he first met her.
He didn't like her. At dinner later, he said to me, "She's a gold-digging tramp."
Why would he think that?
Dad didn't feel Allison came from the right background.
You can tell all the animations that Telltale Tool uses. Tag and Allison confirmed this on the video. Allison and Markovich confirmed it. Scott Leonard? Who the fuck was Scott Leonard? Because I know that name. And I know Rachel Tavino was the dead girl from the first episode. That name was relevant from one of the episodes, but I don't know which one. I think it's the dead guy from the chicken. No, it wasn't Scott. Was he from that? I don't fucking know. We must have been leading through 1 and 6, I think.
So, safe to say, at the time of the shooting, there was no love lost between Giles Bedford and Allison Conway.
Yeah, that's right.
How would you describe your relationship with your father?
Strained, Miss Carmichael. I found myself pointing a gun at his head not too often long ago.
Don't mention that in court.
Because I believe he killed my brother Harrison, and I believe that his position of privilege and wealth has kept him from justice.
Your Honor, how is this relevant to the murder of Harrison Bedford?
Remember the fucking
It's not.
witch?
Rein it in, counselor.
Franklin, why don't you tell us what kinds of behavior your father displayed back in those days?
Well, he was stressed out about the firm, and then about Harrison's future. He would get real dark at dinner, then go pop a Banaxolene and chase it with gin.
Oh, lovely.
This witness is not the defendant's doctor. How could he possibly know what medication his father was on?
Prescription bottles in the house. I know, it's not hard to figure out, but I don't know which one of these fucking answers it would be. I guess the first one? Like... Yeah, none of these
Franklin,
are because it's on
can
the
you
label.
tell the court how you knew your father was taking Banaxolene?
Fucking...
Little orange pills with the word Banaxolene on them. Dead giveaway, Miss Carmichael. Anyway,
grumpy-ass
sometimes
looking
it helped.
lawyer.
Sometimes it just made him crazier. Dad's an addict, whether he wants to admit it or not.
Binaxolene, a drug with known side effects that include bouts of uncontrollable rage.
I love
and
that it's
even,
always the
in the
same
most
JPEG of a
extreme
jury.
cases,
It's so
murder.
good.
People submit a case study of binaxolene and its links to aggression and violence. Now, while under the influence of this unpredictable medication and finding out
murder
Allison
drug.
was pregnant, he would have gone ballistic, right?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
It's his own father. Are you saying Franklin can't imagine how his own father would have reacted?
Speculation is speculation, counselor. Leave it alone.
Withdrawn. Franklin, from everything you witnessed
Alright,
about your father's mood and behavior, do you believe he's capable of killing his own son?
Yes, Miss Carmichael, I do. He's a tyrant. A man obsessed with wealth and his family status. And I believe he's mentally unstable. So yes, I think he killed my brother.
Thank you. No further questions.
This is a good place to stop for a second. I have to go and get my dad something real quick, so I'll be right back. Hang tight. I'm back. I hope you guys enjoyed your Law and Order.midi.
Mr. Bedford, may I call you Franklin?
Yeah, Mr. Bedford is my father.
This is quite an accusation you've leveled, against your own father even. Tell us, do you have any proof?
Do I need proof, man? Isn't that what this whole trial is for?
He does
No,
look like
I
the
don't
guy
have
Cocaine
proof,
Man.
But the people of New York do.
So you don't have proof?
Objection.
Objection.
What is this, Callan? Is this badgering? Or asked and answered? I think it's asked and answered, honestly.
Asked and
I'm gonna
answered.
say it.
Sustained.
You
Yeah.
testified a lot about your father's state of mind, but you also said that you don't have a very close relationship with him.
Wait a minute, I said it wasn't good. I never said it wasn't close. Too close for comfort, if you ask me.
Noted. When was the last time you spoke to your father?
Well, we met. It was right when he had his heart attack. I was the one who took him to the hospital.
Oh, so if you thought he was guilty, why not let him die right there? You were eager enough to kill him later.
I guess I felt guilty.
You did? Why?
I might very well have caused it. The heart attack. We argued. See,
No,
I
Mom.
accused him and he... It was intense.
What kind of son are you anyway? Scruffy-looking hippie attacking your father in his old age like that?
Would you like to object?
Objection.
Yeah, that's badgering.
Your Honor, this is off the charts badgering right here.
Agreed.
Off
Mr.
the
Vance,
charts.
keep it civil.
Sorry, Your Honor. There's just nothing worse than an ungrateful son.
Objection.
Objection.
Badgering.
Your Honor, seriously?
Try that one more time, and I will bounce you out of this courtroom, Mr. Vance.
Apologies. Let's talk about the past now. Let's go back to the time of the murder. You say your father was angry with your brother, and so he killed him. Interesting theory, but who else was angry with Harrison?
I don't follow you.
Didn't you have a crush on Allison Conway? Weren't you jealous of your brother?
Yes, but no. You're twisting it.
You loved Allison Conway, and you killed your own brother in a jealous rage.
Objection.
Objection.
Badgering? It's all of the above. It's either argumentative or badgering, I think. Argumentative? Badgering?
Where's the question here?
Sustained.
Tell us, Franklin, weren't you jealous enough of your brother to kill him?
Oh my god.
Objection.
Oh my god. You jealous enough of your brother to kill him? I could withdraw, but I mean... Asked and answered.
Asked and answered.
Overruled.
Oh.
You may not like it,
you.
but the question does have legitimate probative value. Sorry, counselor.
I did not kill my brother. I loved him. I idolized him. I wanted Allison, sure, but...
This dude is a fucker.
But I would never have hurt Harrison to have her.
So you had a problem with Harrison's relationship, but not enough to resort to murder.
Yes, that's right.
Objection.
Seems reasonable. And I imagine your father would probably say
He's
the
the final
exact same
boss.
thing. No further questions.
Objection. Oh god, who
Mr.
are you?
Trevino, you are here to tell the court about your association with
Oh.
the late Mr. Frank Vincenzo and to testify to what he told you
Why are
before
you
he died.
here?
That's right.
Mr. Vincenzo knew he was dying when he took you into his confidence, correct?
Yeah, he got diagnosed with terminal cancer. Only had a few months left. Guess he needed to get some stuff off his chest.
Can you tell the court what you knew about Frank Vincenzo Jr.?
Well, he was a guy from the building, an older guy. My dad warned me never to cross him. I got the idea he was connected. So when we started talking, he told me what he did.
And what was that?
He was a
Oh
hitman,
god, the
Mr.
mic.
Cutter.
And his weapon of choice?
Shotgun.
No. You said it was a 9mm, you fucker. He used a shotgun. He and evidence suggest he liked a 9mm. Who the fuck is Billy Delgatti?
You sure?
No, you're right, Mr. Cutter. It was a 9mm.
He gave you one of those weapons, didn't he?
That's correct.
And the weapon he gave you to help your father shoot Alexander Baran was the same weapon used to shoot Harrison Bedford in 1998. Did Mr. Vincenzo describe the crime to you?
Yeah, he told me how it happened. He tracked the kids through the park.
And what year was this?
1998.
They just said it was 1998, right? Why would they even ask
the year
that?
of the Central Park murder. And what time of day?
It was a weekend. Lunchtime, I think.
How am I supposed to know this? supposed to fucking know this? Fucking game. I can't even look back and think it would be here because, I have literally no idea. I have literally no idea. Cool. No, wrong time
Really?
of day.
No, hang on. I remember now. It was late afternoon, around dark. Yeah.
Did Mr. Vincenzo describe any specifics of the crime? Anything to help authenticate his testimony?
Well, he shot the boy first, 2 times. The first hit him in the stomach, and then the second round went right through his heart. He said he made the girl lie down, face down, and then he shot her in the head, sort of from the side. He was real surprised she survived.
Was she ever shot in the head? I don't remember that being a thing. Apparently she was.
Allison Conway shot in the head while lying prone on the ground. Crime scene analysts confirmed this, and, most important, it was a detail the police kept out of the press.
I don't
Only
remember
a
her being shot in the
witness
head either.
Could have known. Now, Mr. Trevino,
Okay.
the $64,000 question. Who hired Frank Vincenzo Jr. to kill Harrison Bedford?
This game is withholding
Actually,
evidence.
you got your facts wrong, Mr. Cutter.
What?
Frankie told me he got hired to kill the girl, not the boyfriend.
So what happened?
The guy attacked Frankie, there was a fight, and both kids ended up shot.
And who hired him?
He told me it was Giles Bedford.
Sure.
No, it's not true.
Thank you, Mr. Trevino.
Yeah, like I said, it went all wrong.
I want to replay that scene, because, I call some bullshit.
Mr. Tre-
That's right, yeah.
Can you
Well,
and
he was...
and
shotgun. That's correct.
And the weapon? Did Mr.
Yeah.
And
Just, yeah. How do we know? Orange lamps of Central Park being on. I don't fucking know.
Really?
I hate this game.
Did Mr. Vincenzo?
Well,
I
Allison
fucked it
Con-
again,
Oh,
so
no. What?
can I reset?
The
I
guy-
want to reset. That guy did it, yeah, I know. Objection. I did worse this time. Somehow.
Mr. Trevino?
That's right. Yeah.
Can you tell?
Well,
And
shotgun.
No, it's a 9mm.
and the did Mr.
Yeah.
And
Time of the murder took place 1998. Yes. The next one is no. And then orange lamps,
the
apparently.
year. Really?
I don't know how you remember that, Callan.
Hang on. I remember now. It was late afternoon.
Did Mr. Vincenzo?
Well, it was real...
Who mentioned it? Bankroll! Hey, look, guys, he's mentioned. Did Bankroll tell us this, though? I don't remember that. Vincenzo's widow mentioned it during her interview. I don't remember who the fucking widow even is. I don't know about that, and I don't know about that. So let's go looking around. What was the question? How do we know this information or something? At the hot dog stand. I guess she did mention that she was shot at that. So I guess the hot dog stand? I'm afraid to click things now because
Allison
this game's
Conway
so cruel.
shot in the head while lying prone on the ground. Crime scene analysts only
It
a
really
witness
doesn't like when I
could
skip
have known.
things.
Now, Mr. Trevino, what?
Frank.
So what happened?
The guy at...
And
he told...
It was him. Yeah, I know that.
It's not true.
Thank you, Mr. Trevino.
Nope,
Yeah,
no differences in the
like
scene.
I said, it went all wrong.
Mr. Trevino, let's start
Objection.
with something easy. Please state your current address.
My address? You kidding me?
Go on.
I'm at Altona Correctional Facility.
So, you're in jail.
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor,
Convicted
badgering.
of a felony?
Yes.
Objection. Defense is improperly introducing the witness's
I didn't even
criminal
get to
history
object
to
to
impeach
that.
his credibility.
Under FRE 609A, it's allowed, Your Honor.
He's got you there, Mr. Cutter. Please, continue.
Did you take a deal in exchange
The game's
for your
just taking it on its own. It doesn't
Yes.
even care anymore.
I
It
imagine
just...
the deal got sweeter the more you had to say about my client.
Objection.
Objection.
Speculation.
Speculation.
Overruled.
What?
Isn't it true that in almost any other trial, this testimony would
I would
be
make a
considered
terrible lawyer
hearsay
because
and
I would just
therefore
fucking argue with
completely
the
inadmissible?
judge.
Objection.
Was that not argument or speculation? Did you take a deal? I imagine that is speculation. That is the definition of the word fucking speculation. I want to say speculation again.
Speculation.
Overruled.
Fuck
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen of the jury, let me categorize Mr. Trevino's testimony for
I'll
you.
redo this fucking scene.
What?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Objection.
Apparently none of the answers are speculation, guys.
Let's start with...
My address? You kidding me?
Go on. So, you're in jail.
Yes.
Convicted...
Yes.
Objection. Defense is improper.
Under...
He's got you.
Did you take a...
Yes.
I imagine that...
Objection.
Objection.
Okay. Relevance, maybe? Argumentative?
Relevance.
Overruled.
What the fuck?
Isn't it true that in almost any other trial, this testimony would be considered here...
Objection.
Objection. This judge sucks.
I didn't hear a question there, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Ladies
Fuck you,
and
judge.
Why?
Objection. Your Honor, Mr. Vance is arguing his case, not questioning the witness.
Sustained.
Wow, that one I got right. He's definitely doing something wrong there. I don't want to withdraw.
Let's... Go on.
Yes.
Con-
Yeah.
Under...
Yes.
Yes.
Objection.
Okay, it's not argumentative, or it's not speculation, and it's not relevant, so I guess it's
I
argumentative.
didn't hear a question there, Your Honor.
Sustained.
I'll rephrase. Isn't it true your deal was contingent not just on your testimony, but the quality of that testimony?
What, you think the DA wants to hear me sit up here and talk about my cats? Of course my testimony has to be good.
Answer only the question I asked, Mr. Trevino.
Yes.
Isn't it true that in almost any other trial, this testimony would be considered hearsay and therefore completely inadmissible?
Objection.
Objection.
No expert knowledge, Quark says.
Mr. Trevino is not a lawyer. He isn't expected to know that, nor is it relevant.
I agree. Move on, Mr. Vance. Sustained.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let me
This fucker's
categorize
getting
Mr. Trevino's
owned
testimony
now.
for you. It is a story told by a convicted felon in exchange for reduced punishment. Even if it's true, these are the words of a dying assassin, a man with no morals whatsoever. Why would any reasonable person ever rate this against the innocence of a man who has been a pillar of New York society for his entire life?
Objection.
Objection.
This one is argumentative, I think, right?
Your Honor, Mr. Vance is arguing his case, not questioning the witness.
Sustained. Cut it out, counselor.
I have no further questions for this witness.
Witness, quote unquote. Okay, so we won that time because fuck this game.
The people rest their case, Your Honor.
Very well. And Mr. Vance?
Motion to dismiss the charges against my client.
So they did
The people
technically
have
bring
failed
back
to
Bankroll and
adequately
Tom.
meet
They
the
did
burden
mention
of
them.
proof. The state must prove the critical facts of
Our
the case to the
long-lost
appropriate
friends.
level of certainty. They have not done so.
I don't know. I heard some pretty good juice, Mr. Vance. I'm denying your motion. Call your witnesses.
We call Allison Conway to the stand. Miss Conway, can you describe your relationship with the defendant?
Yes, Giles, Mr. Bedford is the grandfather to my child. His son Harrison and I were involved in high school. And now, of course, he is the CEO of the corporation I work for.
How many years have you known him?
Since 1998.
In that time, have you ever seen him act violent or unpredictable? Miss Conway?
No. No, I never have.
Objection, she's lying
Many
under
people
oath.
have said Mr. Bedford disapproved of your relationship, thought you were from the wrong side of the tracks.
When you stutter
But
like
this is
that on
wrong.
the
It's
stand,
been
you're
blown
very
out of
easily
proportion, correct?
decided to be fucking lying.
Objection, Your Honor.
I don't even know what I'm objecting to here. Leading, probably? Yeah, I think it's leading.
Sustained.
Can you describe how Mr. Bedford acted towards you and the baby after the murder?
He was nice. The whole family welcomed me and my son. He paid for my medical bills, and schooling. He paid for everything. He got me this job. Told me I should work for him.
Miss Conway, is something wrong?
No, I'm fine.
So you think Mr. Bedford felt kindly toward you, maybe even like the daughter he never had?
Objection.
Objection,
I
Your
don't know
Honor.
for what. Speculation, probably? I think it's speculation, but I'll wait. Yeah, okay, Cork agrees. Callan agrees, okay.
Speculation. Miss Conway can't read Mr. Bedford's mind.
Sustained.
And in your opinion, did Mr. Bedford treat you
I don't
like
want to
someone
fuck
he
this
was
up, so I'm
ashamed of
checking
or
with you guys
did not
now.
like?
No.
Because I was pretty
No,
damn sure
quite
of the
the opposite.
speculation in the last
More
case.
More like he owed me something.
No further questions. Thank you, Miss Conway.
Miss Carmichael, your witness.
Miss Conway has given multiple depositions regarding the facts of this case, and we have no further need to question her.
Oh.
Dr. Markovich, how long have you been treating Giles Bedford?
I've been the family doctor for over 13 years.
And in that time, did you treat him with Banaxoline?
Yes, I did. Mr. Bedford works in a very high-stress financial situation, and he wanted medication that would help him relax and be more effective.
Did you ever observe any side effects?
No, I did not. Nor did he report
I love this doctor. What are you
Any
guys
of your
talking
patients
about?
or
He's
any
great.
patients you've heard of
Best
ever
doctor.
reported side effects while on Banaxoline?
Objection.
Objection.
Every single illness this man has. Objection. I don't know what I'm speculating to, but have any of your patients are objection? Relevance? Badgering? Withdrawn? Relevance or withdrawn, I think. You guys think it's relevance?
Relevance. The medical histories of other patients are completely irrelevant.
Okay.
The doctor is testifying about Mr. Bedford.
I see the angle now.
In the 13 years you have treated Mr. Bedford, have you ever seen him display aggressive or violent tendencies to anyone in his immediate family on
Objection.
medication or off it?
No, sir. No, I have not.
Wow. That was a short one. Cool.
Good afternoon, doctor. I just have a few questions for you
Useful.
today. A few things to clear up.
One question.
Read this disclaimer, please. It's the drug warning for Banaxylene.
This drug may make you dizzy or drowsy or cause blurred vision.
Avoid alcoholic beverages.
Older adults may be more sensitive to the side effects of this drug, especially loss of coordination and drowsiness. Banaxylene may cause symptoms including mental mood changes, sleep disturbance, increase in aggression, feelings of paranoia, or hallucinations.
I like the coughing in the background.
Increase in aggression. You know that when you were treating Mr. Bedford?
I never knew Banaxylene had any side effects until I was called to testify for this trial.
Objection? That's a lie? Doctor's covering his own ass. His name is Doctor. Is it really? They didn't actually give him a name. Oh my god, they gave Bankroll a fucking name and Tom a fucking name, but Doctor, no. He told the detectives it has nasty side effects, right? QB, yes. Objection, Your Honor. This man is not a doctor. He's just named Doctor.
Banaxylene had, quote, some nasty side effects.
I did? Well, if they say so.
If they say so.
How often did you check in on Giles Bedford?
Every 180 days.
I hate this man. I don't even know the words that come out of my mouth. You did check up on him 180 days, right? The doctor is the weirdo this time around, and I love him. He's pathetic, and I love him. I needed to monitor him, so yeah.
So how can you say that you did or did not see any side effects?
I can't
That's
even
a
talk.
half
This
year
game
of
is
not seeing
fucking
your
breaking
patient.
me.
Anything could happen in that time. One final thing, Doctor. When detectives originally
Oh, I
talked
forgot
to
to
you
do
in
my
Mr.
arena run
Bedford's
today, and
hospital
arena
room,
ended.
you told them
Whoops.
something
Fire
very
Emblem.
interesting.
I did?
Oh, yes. Do you remember
I don't remember what it was.
No.
I'll remind you. You told them when, exactly, Mr. Bedford discovered Allison Conway was
I
pregnant.
didn't skip a line. The
when
game's
you
just doing
told him
that.
secretly.
Oh.
Remember when you said that was? Relative to the date of the
My
murder?
hand's not even on the mouse.
Sometime after.
Did it just not read a line? Is that what's happening here? Every 180 days, that's half a year, so anything can happen. One final thing, Doctor. And detectives are... It skipped something on its own. It's a good game. Bad Doc is lying again. Remember when you said that was relevant to the date of the murder? The doctor's lying again. Callan makes a fucking kick-ass lawyer, I'm telling you guys. He told... Why is this all in caps? I love that Callan is so invested in this fucking shit game that they seem to have known all of the answers from the previous episodes. It's very good. It's one of the ones with 2 exclamations. You didn't even read them. It was before the murder? Callan does have super ham in memory, because I can't even remember what I said 5 minutes ago.
Before the murder. Before. He knew about the secret
My
pregnancy
ADHD
because
does not
you
let that
told
happen.
him. And he was angry. You said so yourself.
Yes. Furious.
So furious, in fact, that he contacted Frank Vincenzo Jr. and arranged to have her shot dead. In cold blood.
Gasp.
Oh my god.
Objection, Your Honor.
Withdrawn. No further questions.
Cool.
Allison? What are you doing here?
I want to talk.
As long as the trial is still underway, I'm afraid there's not much I can say to you.
Fine.
I was the
So I'll
bad
do the
doctor
talking.
all along.
There's something I've tried very hard to push down, to forget. But it's coming back. Mr. Bedford always told me the baby was a surprise to him. He never, ever mentioned he knew about it beforehand. So when you said the name, it didn't click before.
What name?
Frank Vincenzo Jr. Can you show me a picture of him?
I guess she was shot because she does have a scar on her face. I just don't remember anything about this bitch.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the people call Allison Conway to the stand as a friendly witness.
Objection. What's going on here, Mike?
Both of you, approach.
Allison Conway recently had a breakthrough, and her memory is crucial to the people's case. We want to call her to testify.
I've had no warning of this.
She has additional evidence to present.
I'll move for a mistrial as soon as she leaves the stand.
And I will decide whether your motion has merit, Counselor.
Yeah,
but not
I
a
vaguely
moment
remember
before.
that.
Now, take a deep breath and listen to what your witness has to say. You introduced her. Now you get to take your lumps, Mr. Vance. Mr. Cutter, your witness.
For a woman shot in the head, she recovered
Miss
pretty
Conway,
damn well.
Can you tell us why you're here today?
After I was shot, my memory was spotty. But
They
over the years,
they told
I've
us
been
that
able to
she
put
was
some
shot, but they
pieces back
didn't tell us
together.
she was shot.
And you
They put it
recently
in one
remembered
little
something
after
about
the
the
fact
shooting.
scene.
I haven't thought about that day
And
in
fucking
years.
just
I
kind of
tried to.
implied
My
it. Sorry,
life
my
was
dad's watching hockey.
Perfect in some ways. There was no reason to remember. But this trial, it's all coming back.
They also never show that side of her head, so you don't really
Tell
know.
us about what you remember on the day of the shooting.
It was a school day. I went to Harrison's house in the afternoon, like I usually did, but he wasn't there. Mr. Bedford said he sent him on an errand and he wouldn't be back soon. Mr. Bedford knew we had a track meet coming up, so he suggested I take a run in the park while I waited. He would have his driver take me over there. I felt uncomfortable in the house, so I said fine and got changed. As I was about to leave, Harrison came back early. He asked where I was going, and when I told him, he said he wanted to come with me. He was scared about the pregnancy, but protective too. Proud, even. So it was just the two of us out for a run. Harrison didn't even bother changing. I remember he had this funny Argyle sweater on.
How do I sure? Sure. How the fuck am I supposed to know? They never even showed the guy. The preppy joggers. The upper crust elite always favorite complicated Scottish textiles. Argyle is the choice of all serious runners.
Anyway, we got in the car and
Yeah,
Harrison
preppy
noticed
joggers
right away.
is definitely the name of it.
driver. He was new. Harrison asked him his name, and he told us. I remember it because it was a funny
Ow.
coincidence. He had the same name as Harrison's brother, Frank. When Detective Curtis showed me the picture of Frank Vincenzo Jr., I knew what you had done.
The brother's name
It
is
wasn't
Franklin,
enough you
not
wanted the
Frank.
tramp from the wrong side of the tracks out of your son's life. You wanted me dead, and your unborn grandchild.
No. No.
Frank wasn't a
Yes.
driver. He was a hitman, hired to kill me. And he followed us into the park. But then Harrison fought back, protected me. And he ended up paying the ultimate price for your anger. When you realized what you had done, to assuage your dirty, rotten conscience, you took me in, paid my bills, bought my love and loyalty. You bastard!
Miss Conway.
Well, the truth is out, Giles. And now the whole world will know what you are. What you always were.
When's the guy gonna pull out a gun and shoot her? Because you know something's gonna
Thank
happen
you,
here.
Allison. No further questions.
Is this supposed to be emotional?
How long has the jury been out?
6 hours.
What do you think they'll come back with?
Is this
Lots
dude
of
gonna get covered in
circumstantial
blood and
evidence.
freak out?
Defense knocked us around pretty good.
Yeah, remember when
Jerry likes
fucking
us.
Abby was just
Sure.
covered in a
But
random
remember,
ass dude's
all it
blood
takes
in
is
the
one.
first episode?
One person to undo a decade of police work.
Lenny would be proud, Ray. I hope you know that.
Thanks, LT. Showtime.
I like that
Have
Benson
you
just
reached a
became
verdict?
irrelevant to this
We
case
have, Your
past like
Honor.
the first
And
5
how do you
minutes.
find?
It's
On the
very
count
good.
of murder in the first degree, we find the defendant, Giles Bedford, guilty.
And on the count of attempted murder?
Guilty.
Judge, you peeked your mic.
We thank you for your service. Defendant is remanded into custody until sentencing.
Well, Vance has already filed his appeal.
Of course. We saw that coming a mile away.
Doesn't matter. You won today, and that's what's important.
And tomorrow, do it all over again.
That's how it worked when I was ADA. But tonight, we celebrate. Dinner's on me.
I swear if it just cuts to credits.
Hey, Lenny. How you doing? Look.
Oh my
I
god,
came out
he's
here.
visiting the JPEG
I just wanted to
cemetery.
tell
It's
you,
cursed.
We got him. After all these years, we got him. It was nice having one last chance to work with you on a case.
They couldn't even
It
model
really
a
doesn't seem
grave
like
for the
that long
dude.
ago, but you blink your eyes and everything's different. People
Oh my
disappear,
God.
faces change, but well, at least the city is still the same. Anyways, thanks.
My stomach
done
hurts from
without
that
you.
one. Jesus Christ, guys. They couldn't even fucking... they couldn't even make him a grave. Good night, Link. Thank you for watching whatever the fuck this game was. If you guys didn't see the first few streams of this, you need to go watch it because this game is fucking art. Please watch the VODs because especially, like, there are some of these episodes in this game that are fucking just off the charts fucking nuts and I love them. These last two were tame in comparison to 5 and 3. Like, really fucking tame. We didn't even get to, like, offer him a deal or anything. That was a really lame ending episode. I can't believe this game is real. I should replay episode 3. You know what? You know what? We will. Episode 3 is art. Kid Beyond. The people request bankroll, and who am I to hold bankroll from the people? My favorites are still episode 5, I think, though. Like, Jesus Christ. The Blind Kid episode was pretty fucking good. Episode 4, I can't remember shit, but I remember it being okay. Episode 3 was the best. Episode 2 sucked. Episode 1 was okay until the guy got shot in the courtroom, and then it was fucking great. Episode 6 was ugh, and episode 7 was... it had a couple moments. That's it. They don't have any after credit scene. They don't have anything. There's no secret ending. Just, it ends. I don't even get a star here. Also, I completely own that case and I still only got a fucking... The doctor was the best. I love Doctor. Alright, we'll replay episode 3. Fuck it. Your Witness is a very good- oh yeah, this one was the one with the hobo and the lady that fucking murdered everybody. Beating up children on New Year's Eve and shit. She was great. This game got a 5 out of 10 from
Check it out.
GameSpot.
From this corner,
Oh right,
you can see all
we
the
were just in
vehicle
the middle
traffic
of
coming in
this.
and out of this area.
I was like, what's it doing? I'll replay this episode. It's a
In
good
the criminal
episode.
justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups. The police
We'll
who
do it for
investigate
OM
crime
and QB
and the
because it
district
is the
attorneys
best
who prosecute
episode,
the
even though you won't
offenders.
get the genuine
These are their stories.
first time reaction of me fucking having a meltdown. This fucking game.
Baby, you need to come bring me something to eat, cause I'm starving. What you mean I can't eat out on the corner? I'm professional. You got me out here in stilettos and booty shorts and
Wait, I
can't
just
eat out
realized, is
here
she on the
because
phone
it's
with Bankroll?
unprofessional? Oh, no.
Quark has seen this one. Quark was here for this
What do we got?
nightmare.
Prostitute. Looks like a homicide. Signs
I
of
think it's just
sexual assault and
QB
strangulation.
and
Bruise
Alm that
marks on her
haven't
neck
seen
and a few
this.
popped blood vessels in her eyes.
Any witnesses?
A working girl.
I
I thought I'd
can't
let you
even handle
question her.
this game though. I'm sad that it's
Looks like
over.
someone beat me to it.
She's still trying to make her quota.
Hey, move along, pal. She's closed for business.
You guys wouldn't know where the nearest cash machine is.
Remember
around here,
this
would you?
guy?
Mike Logan?
I don't even remember his relevance to anything. He just existed for this one episode. Order. I would say I would play the other Law & Order games, but I doubt they're as interesting. Because they're not written by Telltale Games. They're not made from Telltale.
Hey, I thought you retired.
Yeah, well, I kind of heard the same thing about you.
Detective Benson, Olivia.
Good to finally meet you, Detective.
Also, I like that they couldn't even be bothered to model
What
her
brings you
necklace
down
correctly. It just has
I'm working a
gibberish
lead
on
on the
it.
Massapequa Mangler case. His first victim, prostitute named Angelica
Like,
Moore.
they went out of their way
She
to
was
make
killed
the
in my
necklace.
jurisdiction about 9 months ago. Been on it ever since.
Well, we appreciate the help.
We don't need it, but we appreciate it.
You have anyone you like for the Mangler?
A David Gondapur, a Robert Moffat.
None of
and
these
an
names
Ernest
were ever
Lim
mentioned
Rose.
again.
All Johns who've been busted down here.
What's special about these guys?
They got noticed.
fucking game.
Really above average creepiness. Moffat liked to use handcuffs, and Gondapur got busted for assault on Angelica Moore, but I got nothing to tie either one of them to the murders.
What do we know about the Mangler's M.O.?
All I know is he sexually assaults them, and COD is always strangulation. If your Vic's one of his, that'll be lucky number 8. Plus, he's smart. Takes his girls from different boroughs, but so far, he's dumped all of them in and around Nassau County.
I don't remember any of the answers to this fucking shit show, by the way. Death by strangulation, I think? This isn't the one where they all bleed out, right?
Well, the M.O. matches. That much we know.
She's got a lock of hair missing, poor girl. That could be our souvenir.
Souvenir?
Each of the Mangler's victims is missing a lock of hair. They kept that info from the press.
That's interesting.
You know something?
Sex offender I busted years ago. Kept the same kind of souvenirs after each assault. And guess what? He's out on parole.
So where is this guy now?
Last I heard, he was in violation. His P.O. hadn't heard from him in
Fucking-
9 months, maybe.
How does this case even, like, coincide with the preppy joggers, really? The sex offender is in big trouble.
That's about when the killing started, right?
That's about when Angelica went missing. I'll sniff around, see what I can dig up.
Do we have any reason to think our Vic can be connected to the Mangler?
CSU found some burlap fibers in the victim's hair. Same type of fibers showed up on 2 other victims of the Mangler.
Someone cut her up pretty good, though they look like mostly defensive wounds. If this is the work of the Mangler, I wonder why the change in M.O.
I can't get
Not
over
to mention
the
the fact that we
fucking
found her body on the same street where
textures
she
for her
worked
scar
instead
or
of in
her
Nassau
bleeding
County
wounds
somewhere.
that look like
Botched
scars.
job, maybe? She got
It's
out of
very
the car and he
good.
panicked?
They told me to use things from the fucking previous cases in episode 7, but they never even addressed this one.
Benson, should we go chat with the girl
Oh,
who found the
God,
body?
dude.
Hey, Curtis, I'm real sorry about Deborah.
Thanks.
Girls doing good?
My oldest is looking at colleges, wants to teach special education.
Good. That's good. The clock's ticking on our witness here. Let's say we question her while she's still feeling cooperative.
What's your name?
Jenny?
That's your pimp who sent you a text message, isn't it? Give me his name and I can fix your problem.
All us around here got the same daddy. If I give you his name, these other girls would turn me in to
Wait,
get on his
wait,
good
this is
side.
not the same
That's
girl
how he
from
plays it.
episode 7. Guys. It looks like the same fucking bitch.
Did you see the victim at all today? Before you found her like this?
No, she kept to her side of the street, I kept to mine.
Jenny, you said business
You'll
was
watch the
slow.
VOD later.
As long as this guy is on the loose,
I might
no
stop
one
after
is
I get
safe
to
out here,
bankroll then, because I
including
want to go
yourself.
eat. I haven't
I
had
maybe
food
saw
in
her
a few
get picked up.
hours.
Did you get a look at her John?
It was a red van. That's all I saw.
And that was the last time you saw her alive?
Yeah.
You notice anything about this van? A license plate, a broken window?
It was a funny kind of red. More like brick color.
That it?
Looked like any old regular van to me, except for that.
Did you know the girl you found?
Mm-mm. I ain't seen her but once or twice.
The
Don't
VOD
even
for
know
this
her
is
name.
definitely more entertaining to watch, but Cork said to replay this for some reason.
Come on, Jenny. You said all the girls out here have the same pimp. You know her name.
Wendy. She was a new girl.
David Gondapur.
You didn't
Robert
think I'd
Moffat,
actually do it? Why would
Ernest
you
Lynn
not think I
Rose.
would actually
Those
do it?
names mean anything to you?
Not to me. We call them Johns for a reason. No real names. That's how it works.
I have Stockholm Syndrome for this stupid-ass game. Whoops.
Who
Missed
was Wendy
that one.
working for?
I don't know. I mind my own.
Come on, Jenny.
Mine,
You're no
my
rookie.
own.
You know all the players out there.
It is very late and I'm
Told
very
you, I
hungry.
don't know who her daddy is.
That's why I'll stop after I get to bankroll. All the girls work for the same pimp.
You know what, Jenny? We can always take you to central booking, let you sit in the bullpen for a few hours, and try and jog your memory.
Arrest me? For what?
Jenny, give us the name of Wendy's pimp and we promise it'll never come back to you.
We call him Bankroll.
Bankroll is
He's out
the
over
best
on
pimp.
West 145th with all the other pimps.
By the way. I fucking love
Check it
Bankroll.
out.
I love the
From
shitty
this corner,
cafe.
you can
I
see
love
all the vehicle
Bankroll.
traffic coming in and out of this
I love
area.
the shitty JPEG
No
trees.
wonder Bankroll hangs out here. He can keep an eye on the Johns cruising his girls. There he is. Let's go get him. Morning, Bankroll.
You talking to me? I didn't know we was acquainted.
Detective Benson, Detective Curtis, homicide.
Come on, man. I'm trying to read the paper and these people just got my latte right. Come on back later.
Relax, Bankroll. We just have a few questions for you.
Bankroll is an excellent character.
Wendy Crane. She was your girl, wasn't she?
Who, me? Hell nah. I don't know no girl named Wendy.
Anyways,
we did our homework,
it's late.
Bankroll.
Thank you for watching this shitty video game and
for
suffering
advice
through
from
this
time
with
to
me.
time.
I
That's
don't know
all I'll say.
why this game exists, but I'm glad it does.
How many women do you have walking the streets right now, Bankroll?
Man, y'all be watching too much television. It ain't no Playboy mansion where I live.
Bankroll is the
There's a
best
serial
character.
killer out there. These women are in danger. Get them off the streets at least
I
until he
appreciate
catches
you
this
guys sticking through
Lady,
this
you
game.
act like
If you
the
haven't
decision be
seen
all
all the
mine.
episodes,
All these
do
girls
watch
care
the
about is the
VODs
next dollar.
because
Clouds their
I
judgment.
fucking
If I
lost
find
my
out
shit
another one of your
multiple
girls
times
gets
during
hurt
this
out
fucking
here,
video
I'm
game
going to
that
hold you
should-
responsible.
This thing belongs in a museum. Video games are fucking art. Let's see if I can find anything to crack Telltale Tool with later too, because that might be interesting. Oh, there's a- why does it they- why is this a thing? Library of episodes. It doesn't give you any information. It's just there. Cool. Anyways, yep. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Maybe we'll play more shitty video games sometime. If I find any more gold fucking star video games like this. And if for some godforsaken reason you want to buy Law & Order Legacies, you can get copies on Amazon, which is where I got mine. Thanks to Tin and Stillion again for purchasing this. This fucking sin of a video game. And, yeah, I'll see you guys around. Good night.